Chat, laddies. We gotta talk about the Disney movies, okay? Wait, first, Dumbo, then Toy Story 4, Lion King, and Aladdin. Four of the best Disney movies, in my opinion. They could have done something different with Dumbo, maybe Pinocchio, or Mulan, or Pocahontas, but I like that suggestion with Dumbo. And Lion King too. Lion King is one of the best. Chad, if I have to tell you, if I had to be honest with you, if I had to go and only see one of those four movies and never watch the other three again, it's Lion King. Because it is by far the greatest one yet. It had it has so much dialogue. It has so much character, emotions, and everything. It's just I watched all these movies when I grew up, when I was a kid. Don't get me wrong, but the most memorable one is Lion King because I like the plot and everything, and it was set out just perfect. And having it to be brought back is gonna be amazing. And I don't want to sound like weird or anything, but I can't wait to cry because if y'all don't know The Lion King, I gotta give you a little bit of spoiler. I'm gonna the reason why I said that I'm gonna cry. There's gonna be that one scene, chat. You know what? You know what it is. Mufasa's finna die, and I am finna cry. That sort of rhymed. I can't wait to cry for almost 10 minutes because of Mufasa dying. And Simba, his son, actually grows up and matures to be the king. I don't know how the voice acting is gonna be. I don't know if they're gonna do it like they did for Jungle Book. Jungle Book was a good movie too. I don't know if they're gonna do that acting where like the animals can speak or I don't know what, but I can't wait for that because Mufasa was such a great dad to Simba. He was just I don't know. All of those characters were lovable except for Scar and the hyenas. I like Kumba, the warhog and the little weasel. Those two guys, they were my favorites. And that monkey with a stick, I forgot his name. Oh, it's so good. But Toy Story 4, I'm curious about Toy Story 4 because the first three they were pretty top notch. I like the third one. How? Yeah, it's the third one. I'm reading like the list of the movies right now. I don't know how the fourth one's gonna continue on with the series. If the little girl from Toy Story 3 is all grown up now, or I don't know. I can't wait for it. Like if they, I know they're gonna have new adventures, but hopefully it's gonna, still stick with like the whole time thing. Because Annie grew up in Toy Story 3, like he was ready for college, and then Beam Bada Boom, he gave all his toys away, including Woody and Buzz. Jesse, Mr. Potato. I can like almost name some of the characters. This is just like from thought and memory. I can't like if you ask me to name every single character from all Disney movies, I can only do maybe 48% of that because I can't remember it that well though. Yeah, I wonder how Toy Story 4 is going to be if it's going to continue on with the little girl. I forgot her name. See? I don't remember that well. And if it's going to be something different. Let me just okay. Sorry about the noise. Dumbo, I feel like Dumbo doesn't get credit enough because I don't think there's been like another Dumbo movie. It's just that one. Just that and done. Dumbo, yeah, if no one doesn't know, Dumbo is this little, I don't want to say baby elephant, but he kind of sort of looks like it. He's just this one elephant that has big ears and he can fly with them. Like his ears are like capable enough to lift them up in the air and fly like a soaring bird. And it's pretty cool. And having trailers to look at that was pretty cool. Yeah, I think Dumbo was like the first official trailer they released, and then it was like I think Lion King and then Aladdin and then Toy Story 4 because I know all the trailers came in a certain time. But I remember Dumbo being like the first teaser trailer sort of. And yeah, Dumbo. I hope they can make a Dumbo 2 or something, cause I feel like movies like these should just keep going if they can have like a new plot and everything, a new set of characters, and also feature the old ones, but still keep going though. Like how they're doing right now for Toy Story. For Lion King, I don't know if it's gonna have a sequel for Lion King 2 of how Mufasa and Scar when they were kids. Also a spoiler because I watch all of them. And this one's been like a little bit nitpicky. Aladdin. I like Aladdin very much. I feel like it's some like kind of like cliches sort of because if I think of Aladdin, I think of like any other Disney movie that has a prince or a princess and then this regular protagonist that comes becomes like the princess or prince other significant other. I feel like it's that type of scenario that I can feature any other movie besides Aladdin that has some sort of the same plot points but like different like punches or something, like different like how they execute the story. That's what I mean. And when people saw Will Smith being the genie, some people were like pretty disappointed, and I feel like everybody like needs to chill. Just you only see like the characters. We don't know if he's gonna like. You gotta give someone a shot. Like Will Smith, and by far is one of the best actors that I know from watching some of the movies that he was featuring or some of these movies that he's been in. And and the genie look, I kind of dig it, even though some people are making a bunch of memes about it, which is kind of funny. But yeah, Aladdin, I can't wait for that one too. For all these Disney movies, I hope that they can follow a similar or almost identical to the original story that all these, uh, what was it? All these movies that happened a long time ago, except for Toy Story 4. That one's quite different because it's still continuing on. But for Dumbo, Aladdin, and Lion King, I hope they can just follow the similar or yeah, even identical plots and everything how they were for their older counterparts from I think somewhere in the 1900s. Maybe I don't know when these shows came out. I just remember like when I was a little kid, I just watched these. But I want to discuss about this because my teacher we went over this one subject about comparing two things and what message it brings because I we were comparing the Grinch and how it was different from the how the Grinch Stole Christmas, like the animated one, and how the Grinch Stole Christmas, the Jim Carrey version. They're both similar, but they also share two different points because in the and how the Grinch Stole Christmas animated. I'm not talking about like the one in here in 2000, but it follows just I think how the book that Dr. Seuss wrote. The Grinch was just a Grinchy man. He stole presents from the Whoville, and then he realizes like the spirit of Christmas. It's not about the gifts and everything. He had a change of heart. He went down, brought all the presents, and yeah, he was part of the Whoville town. But in the Jim Carrey version, this one's quite a little bit different. It still follows the same points, but we get a bit of more dialogue of the Grinch of when he was like a baby growing up to be a boy and how he is now, and how we get to interact with like the Whoville people, getting more like introduction of their lives or something like that. They're both quite different, but they still share like a similar point. And my teacher described like if right now, if our generation watches the same watches yeah, the original Lion King that was made a couple of years ago before their time and comparing to watching the Lion King now in 2019 or 2020, will they still follow the similar point? No, it's how they execute it. It's like they got the whole idea of what the story or the movie was trying to tell you. If they're gonna follow that same formula of how the movie executed well perfectly, how it is if it's gonna be not remaster, I don't know, like redone it, or I don't know how to call that like the same franchise has been redone but made better. I don't know what's that called. But yeah, hopefully they don't change anything with any of those three movies. I hope that they're all exactly how it is, but if they're gonna add something new in the movie, sure, go ahead. But if it's gonna change like exactly how I remember it, excuse me, yeah, there's gonna be an issue there. But we just have to wait and see of all those Disney movies. I'm really hyped for Lion King, and then Toy Story, Aladdin, and then Dumbo. Because I don't remember, I only remember some bits of the movie, but I don't remember too much about Dumbo. I do remember that he has big ears and he's capable of flying. And yeah, that's about it. And then Aladdin, can't wait for that one. I like the whole monkey thing. It was sort of funny how the animated was, but now looking at it, I hope all these movies execute very well, especially to my Lion King people. Chat, let's end the video here, and I hope you guys enjoy. And tell me right now in the comments, which movie are you most hyped for? Toy Story 4, Lion King, Dumbo, or Aladdin? If y'all don't say anything besides Lion King, you're good. But if you say anything else besides Lion King, you're gonna be deleted off of YouTube, and you're not gonna help PewDiePie beat T-Series. Okay, chat? That's a promise. That's a promise there. Anyways, guys, Fenagos339 or Jordan, and I'll see you guys, excuse me, in the next one. Bye, guys.